Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging. I'll tell you why I'm laughing. While coming at you with thoughts of the day. Third attempt to make this video. First attempt on the porch, telling you a story, laughing, carrying on about the Frasier episode, and then I get into some serious jazz. And at one point, I was calling the cult of politics, which it is. It's a cult. Get out of it. Come out of her, my children. Get thee out of Babylon, or whatever the saying is from the book of Revelation. Okay, and as I said, politics, some hummus and chips that I had a little bit earlier, evidently were still lodged in a tooth and they flew all over the place. So then I just started the video in here again, and Zoe came along, who we call Goey sometimes. Joel does, go. I don't know. Going to a go, everybody, don't you want to go, bom. So I decided to feed her because she was yammering, and she's sitting right here doing this. And then when I came back and I even showed her to you on the video I just deleted. And then when I did something else, the phone just toppled right. It toppled right over and shut off. So I didn't really want to end that way. Okay, update. Told the boss I'm not able to sell anything. I'm going to make this as short as I can. Told him I couldn't sell anything. He said, so do you think, that what we had last week will be it? I said, yes, I do think that. And so he's planning accordingly that we're going to go dark or whatever you want to call it. He doesn't call it going dark, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody who subscribes or what have you, you will be taken care of. I'll keep you posted. Blah, da, 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 da. So then I thought, I am not going to let... I need to do something. Proactive is what I thought. So I called the mayor of Conneaut Lake, Pennsylvania, who owns Al's Melons down the road. I took him a community news because he does not get one, so he could at least read my column, see all the quotes that I did from the scientists all around the globe about how this is crazy to lock people down, and it's, not that serious of a deal, and quit clutching pearls, and it's dangerous, and they're not thinking about the deaths of despair from people being cooped up or, beaten up by their husband who normally goes to work during the day or whatever the case may be. I don't think they really said that, but they talked about numbers and statistics and this. And I also have a thing in there where you can go and look at the test from the insert from the test itself that tells what that's all about, Alfie. So I drove that down there. Meanwhile, in the parking lot, there was somebody exiting a vehicle wearing, you guessed it, a mask. And of course, I've decided to find that to be charming, ladies and gentlemen, for my own sanity. Turns out I knew the guy. Didn't know him at first because he's in a mask, okay? He's like Lisa Hauserman as I'm zooming across the parking lot in a skirt, which was kind of falling off as I ran. And I think hang on. Well, let me just pick her up and show her to you. I don't want the phone to talk. Oh, she's purring. I love her so. Here, Zoe, let's look at the loungers. She likes to be held this way, actually. She doesn't really want to be held at all right now. She's purring, though. She's fighting me on it. Okay. All right. Do you want to go somewhere? She's going somewhere. Go, he's going. To a go-go, everybody. Don't knock my phone over. Go. Okay. Good girl. Oh, God. Where was I? Lisa Hauserman is yelling. I said, I don't know who you are, you masked man. How would I? And then he said, well, my voice. I'm going to get her some more baby food. I'm going to have to put this big guy outside because he's driving me nuts, and Zoe. Thought you want to see him? No. Running a cat house is a full-time job, I'll tell you that much, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Goey's having a pretty easy time eating these crunchy treats. That's good. Giving her crunchy treats. Temptations. Where in the heck was I? Why did I even come back? Hold on. Guy in mask. And then he said, oh, you should recognize my voice, and I did recognize his voice. I should just say his name because I've always loved to say it. It's Gary Worthington, and we always called him Gary Worthington. Gary Worthington. It was really fun to say, and he's done some interesting things in his life, and he's kind of a fascinating fellow. And I told him, please get thee to a nunnery, go pick up the paper so you can see, some other jazz. I might have already just said this, I don't remember, about this BS, and I actually said the word, ladies and gentlemen, and then I grabbed my skirt off the ground in the parking lot of Al's Melons and pulled it back up and dashed to Edna. Edna had a little bit of difficulty at one point in terms of, I think, gas getting to her appropriately, so, hey, that's all we need around here. Then I came home, and then I decided to really, as much as I can, stand up for this town. And that's what I'm doing right now. Right now I'm sitting down talking about the town, but you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to not go down without a fight. Is that right? I'm not going to go down without a fight. Not that I'm going to save the town independently, but at least they're going to get some other information from me that they won't be getting from memos from this or that governmental agency. I think people should, like reporters and stuff, should ask questions and hold the government accountable for what they're having us do. Old-fashioned and strange, I realize. Okay, now that I'm done complaining about that, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the rest of the Frasier story. So Frasier had a dog named Eddie. If you didn't ever watch the show, it's two psychiatrists. They're kind of elite and sort of stuck up, and it's Kelsey Grammer and the other guy, I forget his name, and whatever. You have this dog named Eddie, and they were convinced that Eddie was depressed. And he was moping around and couldn't, just wasn't himself at all. And so they got this dog psychiatrist, which really Frasier and Miles couldn't believe because they're kind of elite and stuck up. And they just thought it was the most ridiculous thing they ever heard. So the psychiatrist comes over and they determine that maybe he's picking up on the negative vibes of the people around him. So they all change their speech patterns. And this is what takes me back to what I was doing yesterday. Oh, I'm going to still work the paper. Everything's going to be great. And life's going to be tremendous without selling any ads to businesses that are forced to close. Trying to take it in a good way. And that's what the hell they were talking around Eddie, the dog. So Roz comes over and she's complaining about a date that she has. And they stop her immediately and they're giving her sign language, kind of like I do, but a lot better. In terms of Eddie, and you got to talk peppy. And so Niles yells across the room, or somebody does, I can't remember the details, something about, so Roz, tell us why you want to blow out your brains. And then she's going on about, I went out last night on a date with a guy that's a gynecologist and he collects speculums. Is that what they're called? The things they use to go in there. It was just cute the way they were all raising their voice. Turns out Eddie was depressed because he lost his Barbie doll toy, which wasn't too delightful for Martin because Martin's kind of a flannel shirt wearing guy and the father. And, he got a little embarrassed that his dog wanted to play with Barbie dolls. But yeah, that's the attitude I've been taking, trying to be peppy and bursting with love. This is all twisted around. Okay, so that's the story. That's it. I think I'm done. Honestly, I don't even know what the hell I said or what I'm going to say or if I'm going to do this again. I might wait till tonight. I'm getting a blaring headache. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Join me, join others. Not only drop your political identities, drop them all together. This is no time to be talking about Bernie, a primary going on, or Bernie Sanders drops out, or I don't know what. Did he? I don't even know. I don't care. No time for that. Time to just focus on not left, right, and all this, but focus on all of us against the corporations, the 1%, the elites. Come on. Get rid of the politics. Stop calling each other names, which brings me to leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. Real research, too, ladies and gentlemen. Go down paths you never thought you'd go. Remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler. Where's my book? And what he had to say. All right, I'm done. Bye.